All right, let's start from the top. Well, welcome everybody to our Thursday evening Technology Thursday webinar. This is a call or a webinar that we have every Thursday, so you want to make sure that you put this on your calendar. And certainly if you're new to FES and EI, we want to welcome you to the team, welcome you as part of the family. We got a lot of great information that we're going to be covering here this evening. We've got a lot of stuff that's happening with regard to EI as that unfolds, as well as some of the stuff that we're doing with the FEN page, lead pages, social media. So just a lot of cool stuff going on right now. So, and we're going to be sharing all of that tonight. But before we get into any of the lead gen stuff, social media, the FEN page, we want to talk a little bit about the important stuff here, and that is the trainings that we have coming up here, actually this weekend. Okay, so these trainings right now are very critical from the standpoint that they've evolved. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a spin on the trainings. Obviously, we're more focused on, or not more focused, but our presentation is from an entrepreneurial perspective, where we want to approach or have business people that want to be entrepreneurs, people that want to be business owners, come into our business. So our trainings thus are going to be not only with regard to FES training, but as well what it takes to be an entrepreneur, to be a successful entrepreneur, the mindset, all of those things that are happening. So these are the first set of trainings that are coming up with this new format. So I'll be going to my first one here in Las Vegas on the weekend of December the 8th through the 10th. So, but coming up here this weekend, right? So first off, what you want to do is, if you're not aware, you want to come to entrepreneursinternational.com, all right? That's the site you want to come to. And then you're going to come down here to the SOS icon, click on that, and that's going to drop down all the trainings that are coming up. And I've had a lot of people that have been asking me, where's the itineraries for this? So so this would be good. So just come down here and select, whatever training it is that you want to go to, and then when you come over here right next to the register button, you're going to see the itinerary for that, okay? So that's how you do that. So coming up here December the 1st, this weekend, actually tomorrow night is the pre-presentation, and then the trainings over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We got Houston, Texas coming up. We've got Atlanta, Georgia, College Park, Maryland, and Irvine, California. And then next weekend, New York metro area, Cleveland, Ohio, Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas, and Charlotte, North Carolina. So, and again, they have the itineraries up for all of those. Okay. I was just taking a look. If you have any questions, guys, you got the little chat bubble up there. Go ahead and put your question there. So you want to make sure that you get yourself scheduled for a training coming up. Again, these trainings are brand new, and you want to make sure that you're up to speed with everything that's going on in terms of how those trainings are conducted. There's going to be a lot of great new information to learn. Randy, you want to talk a little bit about that, about the trainings at all? Anything you want to add to that?
Sure, Mark. You know what? It's going and getting trained is crucial for your business, but a couple things to keep in mind, especially if you're a team leader, you're striving to be a team leader, you have agents joining your team. Just don't ever expect anyone on your team to do something that you're not willing to do. And a highly trained agent is a highly paid agent in our company. Plus, in addition to that, we have 2 contests going on right now that you get points for. Entrepreneurs International, they have a contest going on. They're giving away $10,000. Top winner is going to get $3,500. That's going to be given away at the convention in Orlando, Florida, coming up in February. And then also the Moneyball contest from the corporate office just kicked off as well, where you can earn money balls, and also, they give away money at the convention every year as well. And so, just a great opportunity for you to, earn some money balls, earn some points, and then get rewarded with some cash. And, the whole idea behind the contest is to do the things in your business every day that we should be doing anyway. And the best way to maximize that and get the most value, the most number or the highest number of money balls and the highest number of points is to get to training, because you get points for that. You get points for getting your team to training, and at the same time, as you're growing your business, you get points for that as well. And so, right now, we have literally after today, one calendar month left and about 3.5 FES weeks left in 2017, and then it's full on 2018. And for a lot of you that are new, January, February, March, April, May, June especially is really when we have the most momentum in our business, because you think about everybody that's getting tax returns, wanting to improve their credit, want to lower their debt, people that, set New Year's resolutions, want to open up a new business and earn extra income. It's just the right time. And so, my great-grandfather was a farmer, and he always used to say, you make hay while the sun's shining, and the sun's shining right now. So this is a time when we really need to roll up our sleeves, get trained, and then go to work.
Awesome. Yeah, and again, you get to earn while you learn. I mean, it's a great thing. They're going to reward you, or you have an opportunity to earn some additional money, doing what you should be doing anyway. And at the end of the day, even if you don't win any money, what have you accomplished? You've built a business, so it's a win-win. So you want to make sure that you're obviously get to the trainings and participate in the money ball and the 10K launch. So okay, so that's that there. All right, so we want to get into, before we go, let's see I don't know what else I know that they're adding a bunch of things to the site here. I want to see, I think there's some new information of the documents and forms and documents here. Here's actually the rules for the launch contest. So you want to make sure you take a look at that. Event. So there's some, Players Club form. They've added that as well. And here's the 10K launch. What is this? EI launch contest worksheet. Okay, so this is the worksheet, and then this is the rules, and then we also have the Players Club form. You want to make sure that you take a look at that, and then just go through, because they're going to be updating information here in the Media Center as time goes on, and they've got some other, I know they got some other stuff coming up as well. On the blog here, they've got the calls that they're uploading on here also. So if you want to get on some of the past Motivational Monday calls, this is where you would access those. So get yourself registered on the site, get familiar with the site. In order to participate in the 10K launch, you have to be a member of EI, and that membership is $25 for the year. So it's ridiculous, but they do have costs that they need to cover with regard to the site. So, and $25 is nothing. But anyway, so you're going to get a T-shirt, you'll get a magazine subscription, magazine every quarter that comes out, and you'll get a CD from the founders, being Greg, Fernita, and Joe Locke. So just great information. Great stuff, and certainly you want to participate in the contest and things that are going to be happening for the EI members as time goes on. So, all right, we're going to go over to Facebook. And I've been talking with a lot of agents this week, and one of the things that, just little things that we want to make sure that we're aware of and how they work and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I was just talking with somebody here right before we got started here. When you have these links over here on your Facebook profile, you want to make sure that you're linked to your page, okay? So, for example, when you mouse over this link here that you've put up for your work, hang on one second. Let's Okay, so that was funny. So when you fill out your profile here and it asks you for your work, it's going to populate something in here. I don't know if it has to or necessarily. I mean, I think that you can put your work thing in there without putting that link in there, but it will try to put a link in there. And you want to make sure that that link, whatever it is, links to your information, not somebody else's. And that's what, see, this one here links to my business page. So if you have to pop up a business page real quick, just to link to, great. But again, I think you can list your employment in here without actually linking it to something, okay, if you don't have a business page set up. So again, the person that I was talking with, and this is just stuff that, you know, we don't know. I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and that's cool. You just want to fix it. But just make sure that you're linking to your stuff, okay? They were linking to somebody else's information. And if somebody does come to your page, obviously they click on that, then it's going to take them to that person's information. That's not what you want. The other thing is that, you know, we have, and we're going to talk about the lead pages that we have now for the webinars and the live events, meaning that somebody can actually register through that page and you'll know who it is, because if you think about it, we have the webinar link, which is the EI webinars, I think it's with an S, might be just webinar. No, it's webinar. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we have the eiwebinar.com link where we can send people to, right, to watch a live overview. And should be coming up here. So what we've done is we've created a page that you can actually, a capture page, a lead page that you can use so that if somebody does, you know, so if you are promoting the webinar, you can promote the webinar and now have them go to a link to sign up for that, and now you know who it is that's going, right? That's now a lead for you. I want to show you what that page looks like here. And it's running a little bit slow because of the recording. But here's what that page looks like, okay? So catch the EI experience. Join us on this free webinar. They can fill out their information, because in the past what we've done is we've promoted the webinar, and what we did was we put the link out there that went straight to the excuse me, went straight here. So if somebody did go there and watch the webinar, based on what you put on your post, if you posted it on your profile or in a group or whatever, you didn't know who was going, right? So now, instead of doing that, instead of sending them right here, send them to this capture page so that they can register, and then that way you know who's going, okay? I don't have, if you notice, I don't have the link on here anywhere directly to the eiwebinar.com, because I want them to register, and I'm telling them, here's the link to register for either 7:30 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? And then we've got these little slides that we've made up that we're going to continue to make for the Monday, Thursday, and Saturday webinars, so that you can promote those and post those. Now, you should be promoting these on your profile every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, it's a great opportunity. You got to remember something. Nobody really knows who Entrepreneurs International is yet. I look at this as a, you know, if we go back 5 years ago or 7 years ago, nobody really knew who FES was, right? And then all of a sudden, as the company began to grow and more people on social media were putting it out there, now there's a lot of people on social media that know who FES is. So this is an opportunity to get out in front of that wave that's going to come with regard to EI, okay? So by promoting for these webinars, these are exposures for you. You know, you have the registration link here, and, you know, you should be promoting them. I know Randy promotes it on his profile. If you look at my profile here, now the other thing I'm going to say is this before we get over to the landing pages is that you don't want to be promoting your business every day, right? I've got other stuff on my profile here that I promote, okay, and just stuff that's going on, right? And then I got stuff on here with regard to my business. And then I got some more stuff that's just going on. Some days I don't post at all, you know. I try not to go too many days in between. You know, and then I have stuff about my business again. Okay, so every 3 or 4 posts is cool. I mean, I have a business page. I mean, it could be you might be making a couple posts a day. If you're making a couple posts a day, and so that you would be talking about your business maybe every other day, right? Because if you're making posts in the morning, one in the evening, and then the next day you post something in the morning, and then maybe something about your business, right? So you'd be posting every other day. Okay. And inviting people, this is a great thing to do, is invite people to the webinars. Invite people. We also have one for the live event, right? So this here is one that we created for the live presentation, for the Friday night overviews that we have. Like, for example, we've got the trainings coming up tomorrow, this weekend. Well, at every location that training is happening, there's going to be a live presentation that's going to be done held on Friday night from 7:30 to 8:30, right? So you can post these pages around social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, and you know somebody may subscribe to it. Somebody may sign up to go to that presentation, okay? And whether they go or not, that's cool. If they do go, great. If they don't go, you've got their information now, and you can call them and have that conversation with them, talk with them, say, hey, did you have an opportunity to get down there on Friday? And if they didn't, then you can send them some information to take a look at, so then you can start the whole dialogue about whether or not they're looking to become an entrepreneur and have a business, okay? So again, this is great because we now can post for the live events that are happening on Friday. It doesn't identify a specific location. That will be identified in the actual ad that we post. Like, for example, if you're posting for let's go to the home page here. So let's say that you're posting for Houston, Texas, right? I mean, or you could post for actually, you could post for all of these locations. And again, because the invite or where the form that they fill out, it doesn't say where it's at. They'll see that information in the ad. We've created ads just like we did for the webinars. We've created these types of ads for that live event as well. Okay. So we have that. So that's awesome. Randy, do you want to add anything with regard to these two lead pages and posting those on Facebook? And the only other thing I'll say is that like I went and joined a couple of groups in the locations where some of these are happening. Like I joined a free classified ad group in Houston, Texas, and one in Georgia, Maryland. When you post these pages, guys, it's like when I post the information out there, I don't have an expectation. I'm not addicted to a result. I'm branding the company. I'm branding myself. I'm putting the information out there because just like anything else, it's all about consistency in promoting what you're doing, right? It's all about consistency. It's no different than if you're offline. I mean, when you go to a networking event, if I go to a networking event, I don't walk in the door with the expectation that I'm going to sign up an agent or I'm going to sign up a customer, right? I'm just going there to share information with people, and if I happen to walk out with, I'm going to get some people's information. I'm going to share some information with them. So it's the same thing when you're posting these lead pages online. It's not like you post the lead pages out there and you just kind of sit back and wait for the leads to come in. Certainly it can happen that way where you post a page. I mean, we just had somebody here recently that was posting some pages and first couple of days got a couple of leads. And with regard to that, if you guys are new and if you have not posted the pages yet, because everybody has their own individual audience. I mean, I'm connected to, almost 4,000 people, right? You have your friends and people that you're connected with on Facebook, whether it's 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, or whatever. So you have a fresh audience, right? My audience knows what I do. I have to go look for new people. So if you're brand new, or if you have not posted a lot of information with regard to your to EI or your FES business on Facebook or anywhere for that matter on social media, you have a fresh audience, man, and you really want to start putting some information out there because that'll start to bring the awareness up, people's awareness up of what it is that you do and create curiosity and so people will start to engage. But it's again, the point is that you have a fresh group of people, right? We have to, if we've been with the company for a while, we've been posting online. A lot of times our people know what we do. So with that being said, like for example today, one of the things, and I'm always adding people as friends. And one of the things that I did today, and this is something that you can do as well, is I just happened to see a post on my feed, and I wish I would have saved it, but the post basically was somebody made a post asking or saying that a friend of theirs had just gotten just graduated from real estate school and wanted to know if anybody recommended Keller Williams or this other company, right? So the responses that were there were all from real estate agents, making recommendations for Keller Williams or other real estate companies, whatever. So what I did is I went through and I just started friending a bunch of them, and got a bunch of a lot of them responded back to the request that I sent out there, right? But then shortly after that, these are all real estate agents. And then shortly after that, I made my post on here, for the webinar. So I'll always do that. I'll try to do that before I make a post on my profile. Is I'll go out and add some new people, because what are they going to? Typically, what will happen is that, or I'll make the post and then add some people, because what will happen is they'll come to your profile to see who you are, and see see what you're about, see what you do, and you want them to see that information. You want them to see what it is that you do, right? So just a great way, another way to expose new people to what you're doing. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, and Randy, you want to add anything about the personal profile and posting, on your profile? Are you still? Can you hear me? Are you still on the line? Muted. Hello, hello. Oh, hang on one second. I think you've got some questions. Randy Cochran. Okay, so let's go to the next thing here. We have, I have a business page set up, and I wanted to share with you one of the things that I'll do. I know that some of you have business pages set up as well. We have a video on how to set up a business page if you don't have one set up. It's very simple, easy to do. You just have to follow the steps. And this is not the page I wanted to go to. Let me go to this other page here.
Hey, Mark, can you hear me okay?
I sure can.
Okay, super. So I was muted. So I think one of the key words that you said in there when it comes to posting online and social media, and one of the things that I did last night is, if you go into our Facebook group, I posted a social media cheat sheet that you can use on how often you should be posting, on what formats you should be posting, because every social media footprint is just a little bit different. So that'll give you an idea of what type of consistency you need to have. But also, too, when it comes to consistency, that's the one thing that your friends, your family, your business associates, they're going to judge your consistency more than anything else. And the one thing that you don't want to do is confuse people. And the best way to not confuse people is once you start something, don't stop. Be constant and consistent, because because believe me, people are following you. People are watching everything that you do and every move. That's what social media is all about. And you never know when somebody's going to be on social media and they're going to see your post, because everybody's on at different times, especially to have a full-time job, what their access is to the internet. If they're on in the morning, if they're on in the evening, if they only have the weekends. And so you don't know exactly when your audience is really going to see you, and that's one reason why you do have to be constant and consistent and really mix business with pleasure. And because people are definitely watching, if all of a sudden you're jumping from one business to another, you're going to confuse your audience, and that's the last thing that you want to do. And so, if you have a minute, you can go back, go to Facebook, click on my profile and my personal page, and just scroll through, and that'll give you a great idea of how I personally mix business with pleasure, stay in front of my audience, but everybody knows exactly what I do. And thinking long term and being in this business, that's where that pays off, because it's not a matter of if somebody's going to need the products and services that FES offers. It's simply a matter of when they're going to need them. And so for example, I had a client that recently reached out to me about a MyCare plan for a will and trust because they had a family member pass away, and I posted information about wills and trusts, and they remembered that. Most recently, I've been posting a lot of the lead capture pages about financial fitness in 2018 and getting in financial shape, and I'm getting huge traction, great response, great open rate on those Bitly links, on those short codes, because that gives you an opportunity to really see what your open rate is on your posts. And so technology is a phenomenal tool, but you also have to use it and engage in it, and think through what you're posting. Oftentimes I'll see an agent with our company on our team that'll share somebody else's post that is not them. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you promote another agent in the company that's not you? So if you're gonna do what we call R&D, which is research and duplicate, because that's what we do in our business. If you see an ad on Mark's page, if you see an ad on my page, take that, make it your own, but make sure you're using your FES Connect link or an FEN lead capture page that's specific to you. And if you don't have those set up, you don't know how to set those up, reach out to Mark or myself. We'll help you get those set up, because we want you promoting you, because this is your business. Okay, you're an independent entrepreneur, an independent agent with financial education services. You want to build your business, and then you want to show your team how to duplicate what you're doing.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to send you the link because somebody just asked me for this, and I'm just going to send it to everybody. On this page here is the video on how to set up the business page, I believe. Well, there's some tutorial video. Yeah, Facebook marketing, how to set up a Facebook business page. Okay, so that'll walk you through that. So if you want to do that, and with what Randy said, I mean, you want to make sure that the links that you're using or with the information that you're putting out there, that obviously you're sending people to your stuff. Okay, whenever you post these pages that we use, you want to make sure that it has your username at the end, because if it doesn't have your username, then it's somebody else's page. I just had somebody, as an example, that just generated quite a few leads, and I actually got to go take a look to see who got them. But and they didn't have everything set up right, so they got randomly distributed. So some of you have some leads in there that you should call. And that's the other thing. As you're posting these pages, make sure that you're checking your email address where that you've got set up when you registered with the FEN website, because that's where the notification is going to go to you that you did receive a lead, and you want to try to call these people as quickly as possible, because the longer you wait, they forget about it, they've moved on to the next thing, they forgot that they even put their information online, okay? So it's very important. That's why that's cool. I have it set up so that that the lead information goes to my Gmail accounts, because I have my Gmail set up on my phone, and when that lead comes in, I get that information right away on my phone, okay? And then I can just call them up and have a conversation with them, find out what it is that they're looking to do, depending upon what lead page they came in on, okay? I wanted to show you guys something here. So, I track a lot of this information here, and Randy was talking about the clicks that he gets through Bitly, and Bitly is a tool that you can use to set up that will tell you how many people actually clicked on your link, right? So, and that's exactly, I have some analytics set up that will tell me on all of the pages throughout the site. One of the things I wanted to point out was Monday, Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday seems to be good. I don't know what time of the day, but this tells me, who's getting clicks on their links. I mean, here's myself, Raul, Randy Cochran, some of the other people here, I'm not sure who that is, Jay Bosch, Randy Cochran, Randy Cochran, myself. And so what happens is the more you post out there, number one, the more your opportunity is that somebody's going to see your link. So that's why consistency is important. And so, posting in the groups and posting occasionally on your profile and posting as well on your business page, okay? So the other thing I would say is this entrepreneur webinar registration, the financial fitness assessment, the New Year's resolution page that we created in the free credit ebook, those are some of the ones that got the most clicks, okay? Not that one. Here's the free financial fitness assessment page. And they can download their free financial self-assessment report, blah, 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 put in their information. I think that's a pretty cool looking page. I haven't really had a chance to put it out there too much. And then we have there was one that we did for the New Year's. Okay, here it is, New Year resolution. So we've got some more pages that we're going to be creating here that are like end of year type themes for, because always what always happens at the end of the year, people start talking about how they're going to get their credit in order, get their finances in order, and pay off their debt, and all that kind of stuff. So, we want to have the pages to help them with that, right? I know Randy has sent me a couple of messages, so we got some more pages we're going to be working on. But this is one for their New Year's resolution to get out of debt, boost their credit. Have you ever considered becoming an entrepreneur? Taking control of your time, income, life is important to you, then watch this video. All right, so the other thing I wanted to talk about before we run out of time here is on my business page, what I will do from time to time that you can do as well on your business page is I'll promote a post for $5. I mean, I don't do it every day, but it's a great way to increase the eyeballs on your posts that you're making. And so what I did was for this webinar for this evening, actually, I posted this, and I think I did a $5 thing, and it'll promote the ad. I've had 14 people reach, 2 engagements, cost me $1.73. Somebody, I'll get people that will like the page as a result of this, because this is what the ad will look like. Okay, and I'll let it run. I don't care, because of the fact that if somebody fills out this form, that's a lead. It doesn't matter. We have webinars happening next week, and not only that, I mean, I can talk to them, put them in front of a video or something. But my point is that you can boost these posts on your page for as little as $5 from time to time, generate some more likes for your business page, and get some leads at the same time, and exposure, right? So just a great way to do that. The other thing I was going to say was on these pages, most of them anyways have, or they should all have, these little buttons here. Like, for example, I could, if I wanted to, if you have a Twitter account set up, you can literally come to the page and post these from time to time to your different accounts. This one's had 5 likes. So I clicked on the Twitter and icon, and that's what it popped up, right? And it's going to populate information in there already, and I could tweak that, or I could change the information. So I just posted this page or that link on my Twitter account. Okay, I can do that on G+. Somebody shared it on LinkedIn. So you can do that with all these pages. Now, what I'm going to start doing is again, we have the pages for the webinar here every Monday and every Thursday and every Saturday. I can tweak this and share it on my LinkedIn profile. Now, Facebook, I like to do that myself. I'll go in there and create my own posts, and I want to make sure that I'm putting them in the groups where I want. But as far as, I don't go to Twitter, but I'm still going to put it out there. I'm still going to share this post on Twitter because who knows? Somebody's liable to come across it. Again, I'm not addicted to the outcome. I'm not putting it out there and sitting back and going, okay, I'm going to get a lead here any second now. It doesn't happen that way, right? I just got to keep putting the information out there every day. And again, it's like, and we're going to, I think we're going to put together like maybe a little cheat sheet schedule. And I think maybe, I'm not sure what Randy had put out there. I did see it. I didn't get a chance to look at it. But basically, we're not talking about you sitting on social media all day long. It's like, again, I get up in the morning, and sometime between, say, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I'll make 5 posts in 5 different groups. I do it every day, or at least every other day at minimum, and I don't have any expectation. And I get leads from time to time, okay? It's just an extra lead, right? It only took me like a few minutes to do that. So if I can do that in a few minutes and generate a lead every day or every other day, and I tell you, if you're brand new or if you haven't used the pages yet, you have the best opportunity because people don't know what you're doing yet. So you'll definitely pick up some leads right away. But again, with the webinars that we do every Monday, every Thursday, and every Saturday, this is a page that you should be sharing on Twitter, that you should be, if you have a LinkedIn or a G+, you should be sharing it on there, and as well posting it on your Facebook. So this makes it real easy to be able to share this page. Okay, and I'll be doing the same thing with the live events on Friday. Tomorrow I'll be putting this page out there because, again, I don't know. Somebody's liable to come across and say, wow, that looks pretty cool. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur and learn how to control my time, income, and my life. Okay. So, very cool. Randy, anything you want to add?
No, I think you've done a great job tonight. At the end of the day, what we do, it's a lot like fishing. And you have to have a line in the water at all times. And you never know, what landing page or what picture or photo that you're going to post that's going to attract somebody's attention. And the nice part about financial education services and what's so exciting to me is we have 2 divisions of our company. And one division is team building, where you can grow a massive team from coast to coast and duplicate your efforts and have a lot of fun, earn a substantial income. But at the same time, too, we also have that division of our company where we get to establish corporate accounts, we get to work with a lot of the same people over and over again, and we get to service customers and clients, and at the end of the day help them achieve their goals and their dreams and their desires, whether it's home ownership, whether it's getting out of debt, whether it's protecting their identity, whether it's protecting their family. Right now, and this is something that everybody should be taking advantage of, log into your protection plan membership program and make sure that you're taking advantage of the discount shopping portal that we have available, and make sure that you yourself are getting cash back on all your holiday purchases, because that can be pretty substantial. I've done that every year in January. I love to get I love to get my check back. Because it's money that you're going to spend anyway. I shop on Amazon all the time, and so if you're going to shop on Amazon and buy things online, why not get money back? If a person, and I share this with agents and customers every day, if a person is really utilizing the power of the protection plan correctly, they should be saving more money than they invest in the program. It's just like having a Costco or a Sam's Club membership. Every year you've got to renew that membership, and then when you go by throughout the year at Sam's Club or Costco, you save money, and at the end of the year you save more money than your membership cost. And that's the way our protection plan works, but you have to utilize it. I mean, just this week, I'm actually in Phoenix right now, and I traveled here. I used the discount travel portal, and my rental car was $14 a day, which is ridiculously inexpensive. That's like 60% off. My hotel was 35% off. I mean, just right there, just what I saved on travel this week, even if I had to pay for my protection plan, which I don't because I have more than 5, but even if I did, that's still more than what my investment in the protection plan would be, and I was going to make that trip anyway. So make sure that you're taking advantage of everything, and the more you take advantage of it and the more results that you see, the more passionate that you're going to be when you share FES with other people. I know I talked to an agent this past week that received the results back on their second round of letters, and they had like 9 items removed from one credit bureau, 10 removed from another, and 13 removed from another. And they're going, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I'm saying, yeah, but I can, because I've seen it over and over again. So now that agent with our team, how motivated are they going to be to go talk to other people because they've seen the results for themselves? And that's why you just simply have to be taking advantage of the protection plan and then sharing it with everybody else. That's why I know it works, and that's why I have no problem sharing it with everybody that I know, because I want all my friends, my family members, and all of our team members saving as much money as possible. And if you're a team member, we want you making as much money as possible. And that's why it's just so important that you watch the videos that are in your online business office, because if you log in there right now and you go to the training videos, guess what? There's a training video on pretty much every section of the protection plan in there, and there's new videos getting added all the time. So, and they're not very long, but you just have to, block out a little bit of time in your week, each week, to go in and watch 1 or 2 videos and work on your business, just not in your business.